Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we are going to start question bank series of CBSE class 10 board exam. So in the main website in CBSE they have provided us few question bank series. So from each chapter they have provided 3 case studies, and from each case study we will have around 5 questions. So I'm going to cover chapter 1 today, that is real numbers. Okay, so we are going to cover 15 questions. These are MCQs they have provided, but we will try to solve without options, so that if they came in exam, if they come around 1 mark, 2 marks, or even 3 marks questions, we should be able to solve them. Okay, so the question bank series, I am saying it is important because for this year they have provided this question bank series, so we can expect similar type of questions in the main exam as well. So hence I have mentioned this as toppers hack, because whoever want to be toppers or want to get at least 90 plus marks, so make sure to cover the sample papers question paper, all those questions, at the same time question bank series which I have mentioned in the website, and also we're going to cover extra questions as well that are also present in the main website, but that I will cover once the question bank series is completed for all the chapters. So whoever is joining this video later and seeing this video, make sure to check each and every question, and if you have any doubts with respect to the questions covered or which are not covered in this video but you have doubt with respect to the first chapter, which is real numbers, you can mention that in the comment section. Okay, so let's start with the video. So as I mentioned, in the question bank series we have 3 case studies for each chapter. So now we are going to start with the first case study question. The question is to enhance, let's see the case study. What is the case study they have mentioned? To enhance the reading skills of grade 10 students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a class library. Okay, so I will try to expand this. Okay, hope now it is better. To enhance the reading skills of a grade 10 students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a class library. There are 2 sections, section A and section B of grade 10th, and there are 32 students in section A and 36 students in section B. So this is a case study. Okay, now let's see what are the questions are asking with respect to this method. What is the minimum number of books you will acquire for class library so that they can distribute it equally among the students of section A and section B? So there is one trick to understand whether it is LCM or HCF. So simple trick is, whenever you see minimum number, then the question is related to LCM. Okay, so whenever we have seen maximum, then the question is related to HCF. Minimum, LCM, maximum, HCF. This will also tell you how to remember easily. Minimum means least common multiple. Max is highest, that is highest common factor. So just seeing the first letter you can understand whether it is minimum or maximum. Okay, we'll just change to blue color. Let's see the question. So minimum number of books you will acquire for class so that distributed equally among section A and section B. So simple, we need to find the LCM of 32 and 36. To find LCM of 32 and 36. So to solve LCM, I will going to explain with the help of 2 methods. First is prime factorization method and second is a common division method. So for prime factorization method, let's write 32 in terms of prime factors. It is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, and 16 2s are 32. So it is simply 2 power 5. What about 36? 2 into 18, 18 is 2 into 9, 9 is 3 into 3. So what is the LCM? LCM is product of highest power of prime factors. So here the highest power of prime factor for 2, the power is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about 3? The highest power is 2. So which is 2 power 5 is 32. 32 into 9 is the LCM. So which is 2 9s are 18, 1, 2 9s are 3 9s are 27, 28. So 288 is the LCM answer. So what about the division method? I will explain. So for division you have to write in this way: 32 comma 36 divide by 2. 2 16s are 32, 2 18s are 36, again by 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 9s are 18, by 2, but this will keep it as 9 itself because we cannot divide 9 by 2. So 2 4s are 8, 9, again 2 2s are 4, 9. Then with respect to 3, if I divide, I'll get 2 and 3. Now all these are prime numbers, so now we simply multiply 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, which is 2 power 5 into 3 square. The same answer, which is 2 power 5 into 3 square. So in the exam, if they haven't mentioned you have to use prime factorization method or division method, you can follow whichever you feel is much confident. Okay, so I have explained both the methods, which is prime factorization method or common division method. Okay, so whenever in the question they can ask you minimum chances or minimum number of books or minimum number of criteria, they simply just go for LCM, solve it, you'll get the correct answer. Okay, let's move to the second one. If the product of two positive integers is equal to the product of HCF and LCM is true, then we need to find the HCF. This topic is very important. So the topic covering here is for two numbers, or this is applicable for only two numbers. So for two numbers, LCM into HCF is always equal to the product of those two numbers. And I am repeating again, this is applicable only for two numbers. Okay, so I am repeating the concept. HCF into LCM for two numbers is equal to the product of those two numbers, and this is very important, and you will definitely get at least 2 marks question in your board exam related to this topic. So it can be MCQs or it can be 2 marks question, or they can also give it as a part of the case study question as I have provided here. Okay, now we'll just use the same concept. So LCM is 288. So 288 into HCF we need to find is equal to product of those two numbers, which is 32 into 36. Okay, so 2 will cancel it out. 2 144s, 2 16s, 2 72s, 2 8s, 8 1s, 8 9s are 72, 9 1s, 9 4s are 36. So simply HCF is nothing but 4. So what is option B? So I'll repeat the steps again. So the concept for two numbers is LCM into HCF is always equal to the product of those two numbers. So here the LCM we already calculated, which is 288. So 288 into HCF is equal to product of those two numbers, which are 32 into 36. So simply dividing, we'll get the final answer as 4. Okay, let's move to the third one. 36 can be expressed as a product of its prime size. So this is very easy question. And this type of question will be coming for 1 mark or MCQs. Okay, into 3 square. Let's move to the fourth one. So fourth question, they are asking 7 into 11 into 13 into 15 plus 15 is a prime composite or neither prime nor composite. So this question will be coming for 2 marks in your main exam. So this question, what we have to do, simply take 15 as common. You will get 7 into 11 into 13 plus 1. Okay, so simply I can say it is 15 into some number. So the final number is having 2 factors. Okay. So if you want, you can also multiply and get the answer, but still here itself I will say that 15 into something. So the number is composite as it is having more than 2 factors. So here the two factors are 1 and itself. Okay, so whenever any number is having more than two factors, then you can simply say it is a composite number, because 15 is a factor. So 15 I can also break down into 3 into 5 as well. So 3 is a factor, 5 is a factor, 15 is a factor, and the number whichever is coming, that also is a factors of 22 numbers. Okay, let's move to the fifth one. So this answer is composite. If PQ are positive integers such that P is equal to A into B square, whereas Q is equal to A square into B, where A and B are prime numbers, okay, find the LCM. So the LCM logic is we have to multiply prime factors with their highest powers. So here the prime numbers are A and B. What are the highest powers of A? Highest power of A is 2 and highest power of B is 2. So the LCM is A square B square. Then repeating the LCM trick. To solve any LCM using prime factorization method, just write in this form and write all the prime factors which are present in both P and Q and write in the highest powers. So here the highest power of A is A square, highest power of B is B square. Okay. So in this way the first case study, first 5 questions are done. Next move to the second case study. So this also try to expand a bit. Let's see the case study 2. A seminar is being conducted by an educational organization where the participants will be educated of different subjects. The number of participants in Hindi, English and mathematics are mentioned, which are 60, 84 and 108. Okay, let's see the questions they are asking. In each room, the same number of participants are seated and all of them are being the same subject. Hence, find the maximum number of participants that can be. So simply I told you, whenever you see maximum, simply remember it should be HCF. So you need to find HCF of not 2 but 3 numbers, which are 60, 84, 108. 60, 84 and 108. So let's write in terms of prime factors. For 60, it is 2 into 30, 30 is again 2 into 15, 15 is 3 into 5. What about 84? 2 into 42, 42 is 2 into 21, 21 is 3 into 7. Same way 108, 2 into 54, 54 is 2 into 27, 27 is 3 into 3 into 3. You understood how I wrote it directly? Because I simply divided by 2, I got 54. Mind calculation I'm doing, but if you have doubt whether mind calculation is proper or not, you can do it properly. 2 54s, 2 27s, so 54 and 3 9s are 27 and 3 3s are 9. So it is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, what is else HCF? For HCF, we need to write the lowest powers of prime factors and it should be in common for all the 3. Okay, so here if you notice, 1 2 is common, another 2, okay, I'll change the color. No need to block it in my next one, just for reference I'm showing it here. We have 1 2 is common, we have another 2 is common in all, and we have 1 3 is common in all. That's it, there is no other common. So the HCF is 2 into 2 into 3. So which is 2 2 is 4, 4 3s are 12. So the maximum number of participants that can accommodate in each room is 12. Second, what is the minimum number of rooms required? So this is not about LCM here, because the number asking about of rooms, not the participants. Okay, so minimum number of rooms required is simply the total number by HCF. Okay, so the total number means 60, 84 and 108. 60 plus 84 plus 108 by the HCF value we got it as 12. So this is 60 plus 84 is 144. 144 plus 108 is 252 by 12. So 12 2s are 24, 12 1s are full. So the answer is 21. So always remember, when they distribute properly and then they are asking how many each room can accommodate, maximum number of participants each room can accommodate is HCF, but they are asking how many of rooms here. Minimum number of rooms required means simply total by HCF you will get the number of rooms required, which is 21. Okay, Let's move to the third one. So they are asking LCM of three numbers here. Okay, so same way I'll write it again. 60, 84, 108. So 60 are already read. 2 2 is 2 30 is 60. 2 15 is 30. Okay, 84, 2 into 42, 2 into 21. 21 is 3 into 7. 108, 2 into 54, 2 into 27, and 3 into 3 into 3. So what about LCM? I told you first write all the prime factors. The prime factors are 1 is 2, other is 3, other is 5, last is 7. So for LCM, let's write in this form: 2 square into 3 into 5, 2 square into 3 into 7, and 2 square into 3 cube. So what is the highest power of 2? Highest power of 2 is 2. Highest power of 3 is 3. Here we have 3 cubes, so highest power of 3 is 3, and highest power of 5 is 1. Highest power of 7 is also 1. So the answer is 4 into 27 into 35. Okay, so 4 7s are 28, 2 4 2s are 8, 9 10, 108 into 35. So let's solving it in the next page. I'll take it to another page. So need to solve 108 into 35. Let me do it properly. 5 8 is 40, 4 0 5 is 5, 3 8 is 24, 2 3 1 is 3, 0 8 7. So the answer is 3780, which is option A. Okay, let's move to the fourth one. The product of HCF and LCF of, okay, we already know the LCM and HCF, so simply multiply. Here it is 3780, and HCF we found how much? HCF is 12. So 3780 into 12 we need to do. So I'll do it here. So 0 I'll write it later. So 2 8 is 16, 1, 2 7 is 14, 15, 1, 2 3 is 6, 7, 1 8 7 3 6 13 15. So it is 4 5 3 6 0, which is option D. And if you notice here, LCM into HCF is not equal to the product of numbers. I told you clearly, only for two numbers LCM into HCF will be equal to the product of numbers. Greater than 2, that condition will not satisfy. Okay, again similar type. This is very important for 1 mark. You will definitely get at least one MCQ related to this topic, where they will ask you, they will provide you a number, they will ask you to express in terms of its prime factors. So 2 into 27 and 3 into 9, so 3 cube. 3 cube and 2 square, which is option D. Okay, let's move to the last case study for today, case study 3, and this is related to our arithmetic theorem. A mathematics exhibition is being conducted in your school, and one of your friends is making a model of a factor 3. He has difficulty and asks your help to completing a quiz for the audience. Observe the following tree and answer the following. Okay, so we are here, what they are doing is the same number they were dividing by prime factors, and they are asking, and the remaining factor they are again dividing. So simply they are getting one number in terms of the product of its prime factors. Okay, so for the first case, if you notice, x is getting divided as 5 and 2783. So simply x value is 5 into 2783. So they're asking the same. Yes, they're asking x value. So simply 2783 into 5 I have to do. 5 3 is a 15, 1, 5 is a 40, 41, 4, 5 7 is a 35, 35 plus 4 is 39, 3, 5 2 is a 12, and 12 30. So the x value is 13915. So this is very easy. Let's move to the next one. So the x value I got it as 13915. Okay, what was the next one? value of y. So for the value of y, what I have to do, 2783 is getting divided as y and 253. So simply if I divide 2783 by 253, I will get the value of y. 2783 by 253. 2783 by 253, I have to do it. So let's divide by 1. I'll do it here. 253 ones, 253. I'll get 5, 2, again 253. So simple, it is 253 11s, 2783. The answer is 11. So I got the y value, which is 11. What about last one? 253 is getting again divided as 11 and something. So the z value they are asking, so it is 253 by 11. So I'll do it here. 11 2 is a 22, 22, okay, 33 I'm getting, so 11 3 is a 33. So this value is 23. So z value is 23. So I got all the factors which are 5, 11, 2 11s and 123. Second fundamental theorem, 1315 is a composite number because it is having various factors. It has more factors, or simply I can say which is greater than 2. So because 1 and itself are the only factors and it is a prime number, but it has more factors. So this way it is composite. What about the last one? So simply we know which is 5 into 11 into 11 into 23, which is C is the right answer. Okay, why? Because I'll show it here. 5 into 11 into 11 into 23. So this all are the prime factors for 13985. Okay, hence the last value is 5 into 11 square into 23. So these are the main topics with respect to real numbers, and as I have mentioned in question bank, these type of questions we can expect at least 80% will match with respect to board exam. The rest 20% why I have kept is because in previous years there is possibility that you can get a question related to something like, they can ask you prove that root 5 is irrational, or 2 plus root 3 is irrational, 2 minus root 3 is irrational, 2 by root 3 is irrational, or 2 minus root 7 is irrational. So this type of questions can come. So I'll just give a small intro about what you have to do is we have to first step assume root 5 is rational. So root 5 can be written as p by q form, where q is not equal to 0 and p comma q are coprimes. Coprimes in sense they don't have any common factor. So then p will become q into root 5, squaring on both sides. So then this becomes p square is equal to 5q square. So now I can see that p square is having a factor of 5, then p is also a factor of 5. You have to write that statement as p square is having a factor of 5, then p is also having a factor of 5. So how can I write? I can replace p as 5d for suppose. Okay, so now this becomes 5d whole square is equal to 5q square, or 5 square d square is equal to 5q square. 5 square gets cancelled out, so q square is equal to 5d square. So from here q square is having factor of 5, so q is also having factor of 5. So which is contradicting our previous statement where I have mentioned P and Q are coprimes. Okay, hence our assumption is wrong. That is root 5 is irrational. It is not rational. So this is very important. You can at least get 3 to 4 marks of this question if they can, or not only root 5, they can change it to 5 plus root 5, 3 minus root 5, whatever they want. But the only concept is just use right in terms, assume it as rational, divide it, square it, prove that the assumption is wrong, then your answer is done. Okay, so from real numbers only these questions will be coming. They can ask you LCF, HCF, write any number in terms of its prime factors, and then they can ask you like prove any root kind of value as irrational. So if you understand these questions, then I can damn sure that whichever the questions coming from real numbers, you should be able to solve it, and you will definitely get the weightage from the real numbers chapter is around 3 to 5 marks. Okay, so if you practice these questions which I discussed today, and if you last question as well, that prove any root value as irrational, then I am 100% sure that any question from this chapter you should be able to solve it. Okay, so hope you like this video. So if you understood on the questions, and if you found this video as helpful, please do like and do comment for any questions or any queries related to real numbers or any other chapter as well, or else you can directly post your question as an image in our channel community section, because that I have enabled for all the subscribers. Okay, मैं हिंदी में भी रिपीट करता हूँ. सो जब जो भी इस वीडियो को पसंद आए तो आप इस वीडियो को लाइक कर लीजिए. अगर कुछ कोई भी डाउट है तो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताइए. और अगर ये वाला क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर में नहीं पर दूसरा चैप्टर में आपका जो भी क्वेश्चन हैं, आप सीधा उस क्वेश्चन को इमेज के रूप में हमारा यूट्यूब के कम्युनिटी सेक्शन या तो पोस्ट सेक्शन में आप पोस्ट कर सकते हो. मैं ज़रूर आप क्वेश्चन को चेक करके दूसरा वीडियो या कमेंट सेक्शन में आपको वो क्वेश्चन एक्सप्लेन कर लेता हूँ. ओके, सो थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. So next video I will tell you, or I will explain the questions of chapter 2, which are polynomials. Mostly we'll try to keep it as tomorrow itself. Okay, so thanks for watching. Let's meet again in another video. Thank you.